am Cheryl Simonson. I work for CESA 6, which is a cooperative educational service agency in the state of Wisconsin. My position at the agency is the Director of Educator Effectiveness. We have a systemic approach for ongoing feedback and excellence in teaching and learning within that evaluation system. So I'm fortunate enough to direct the project and work with a fabulous team at our agency. My interest and what brought me to iPEC was actually an individual that I was fortunate enough to work with over the last, 3, 4, 5 years. And her name is Carol Pulpus. She actually was mentoring me without me knowing it. And she always had just something unique about her leadership style and how she interacted with others. And it was very noticeable. When I talked to Carol about her style, her approach, her perspective on life, she told me about the iPEC coaching that she had gone through your corporate track of training, and that piqued my interest. We were looking at coaching, and at that time, I knew very little about iPEC. So Carol was very instrumental through her actions and, again, her informal mentoring of me that really brought iPEC to CESA 6 and into my life. The iPEC LPT training experience was really transformational. I looked at it as the beginning of a journey in life, kind of like the next chapter, if you will. And I really found myself starting to understand who I am and how I orientate towards the world. When I finished that training, it was life-changing for me as a much more reflective person on myself, because the training starts with you. And that was really eye-opening for me. And I had a wonderful experience and couldn't wait for the next part of the training. Our agency has decided to move through modules 2 and 3 as a leadership team. And so it not only left me personally more reflective and aware of how others are functioning at energy levels, but it also left me wanting more. I knew that there was more. This was just the beginning for me. The training has had a profound impact on my life, both personally and professionally. It's built my confidence on a personal level. It's affirmed that we always have choices. Again, I've mentioned being reflective and much more open to what life has to offer. It has made me aware of energy levels and really focusing on the kind of leader that I want to be. Professionally, aligning team members that I supervise and my team, aligning their passions and values with their roles and responsibilities at the agency has been a real eye-opener. When you talk about engagement of employees, I think that's one of the key pieces that has really fostered that engagement for those on the Effectiveness Project team. So I find myself actually not always separating my personal and my professional life. And that's okay. I think that this experience has really allowed me to be open to whatever life has to offer. And those are just some of the things that I've noticed immediately. The other point that I would be amiss not mentioning is it has allowed the agency a common language to really begin to think through our leadership in general. And that has been a fabulous tool for us to use. It's interesting. We're in meetings or formal or informal encounters as agency employees, and we'll start using the language, or we'll say that is that is level so and so. That's a win-win. That's level, that's level 5. Or we'll start coaching one another just because it feels like it's the right thing to do. So it's not only going through the training, it's the implementation in the trenches that really is exciting and has made a difference both personally and professionally for me. The most profound thing that I've seen in myself and others that I work with who've gone through the training is they're so much more comfortable in their own skin, and they're really true to who they are and embrace who they are. And I think that is a wonderful thing. We can so often worry about things that really we shouldn't be spending our energy on. And it has made a big difference in myself and those that I work with. It's just embracing who we are and being the best that we can be. My leadership style has changed by being aware of myself, how I'm orientating towards a situation and the world in general. I think it has also heightened my awareness of how others are orientating towards a certain situation, and how to best and proactively and in a positive way navigate any situation that comes up. I had mentioned before really aligning values and passions with those on my team. And again, I think that has been key. I'm just starting out. It's a baby step, but that has been key really in that whole engagement and building shared leadership and capacity within the Effectiveness Project team. And so those are my focus areas right now. I do see the agency expanding and doing a deeper analysis on becoming coach-centric agency, and I plan on continuing my studies along that path as well. So I think that's my starting point, and I certainly look forward to continued growth as personally within the team and at an agency level. I actually went in to take a look at our LPT list, and we had 26 participants from our CESA 6 leadership. So our entire executive team was trained, as well as those that are on our leadership team. So we had 26 CESA 6 employees trained, but then we had an additional 13 district partners. So we had a solid cohort of 33. And the interesting part about that is when the agency decided to offer modules 2 and 3 to our leadership team and our district partners, not all of them were able to participate due to the timing, calendaring. They have, however, followed up and requested a second cohort to continue with the other modules 2 and 3. So again, we look at this is just the beginning. We do have high interest within the agency and our district partners, and we'll continue to grow this. We actually sent 2 members from the Effectiveness Project through the corporate training, so that we, again, are looking at building capacity in a broader context for internal and external use with our partners. So we're really excited, and we're just in the planting the seed stage as far as what is that going to look like, sound like, and feel like, that visioning piece. So that's where I see us headed, and I have no doubt we will continue to move forward. I have noticed a change at the agency with just the interaction between those of us on our leadership team. I have to say we extend much more grace to one another and look at it from the other person's perspective, like walking in their shoes. And I think that really has made us closer. I think it makes us much more comfortable in having difficult conversations. I think it fosters a win-win mindset, and really just has brought us closer as a leadership team, and much more confident and compassionate when interacting with one another. And I think that that's really just been life altering, really, for those of us that we're fortunate enough to go through the LPT and the other iPEC training. Would I recommend the program, iPEC training? Yes, I absolutely would. I believe that it's been transformational for me. Personally, this is a journey, and I look forward to the next part of my journey and my transformation. I think from my perspective, it's not only a mindset of growth, but it's moving from good to great individually and looking at it organizationally. So that's a duo paradigm to really think through. And again, I'm just really excited and can't wait for our Mod 3 training next week on Monday and Tuesday with John Bond and Sandy. And that's the other thing I want to say. The trainers are fabulous. The people at iPEC are wonderful. And they give you light and model for you an energy leadership style and lifestyle. And I can't say enough positive things about them. They are all wonderful, wonderful people. And they are very near and dear to my heart, as well as to the CESA 6 family.